Joined here today by head women's basketball coach Dave Skolin. Coach Skolin's team headed down to Uniontown, Pennsylvania this week for the USCA Division I National Tournament. Coach, you've got your team in a great spot, 23-7 overall. You're the tournament's top seed, and facing number 8 Maine Fort Kent in the opening round. Can you just talk about the challenges of your opening round opponent?
Yeah, well, obviously we played them twice already, so we're very familiar with them, and we played very well both those games, and we got the tempo really going nice and quickly, and we got a lot of fast break points and a lot of open court points. So we're going to try to do the same thing on Wednesday, and it's strange going into a national tournament and playing a team that you played twice, but we're excited, looking forward to it.
Now, can you just talk about where your team is at as a whole? Like I said, 23-7 overall. Do you like where your team sits and your lie in the tournament?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, it's exciting to be the top seed, and I think everybody, no matter what seed you are, 1 through 8, I think everybody's going to have the same motivation to win the national championship, and I don't think that's really that relevant in terms of what happens once the games start. But I'm excited. I think we haven't played in a couple weeks, so to say like where are we right now, I don't know, because our last game out we played well. We went well the first half and okay the second half, but we haven't played in 2 weeks, so I really don't know. But I'm sure we'll be ready. It's a national tournament, so we'll get the adrenaline kick in and we'll be ready to go.
Now, in addition to the 2 wins that you have in the regular season against Maine Fort Kent, you've also got a win over the 2nd seed in the tournament, Ave Maria. Can you just talk about some of the challenges that some of the other teams in the tournament might pose to you?
Yeah, well, Ave Maria definitely, they won the national championship 2 years ago, and they just didn't go last year because it conflicted with the NAIA tournament, and this year the NAIA tournament's the next year, so they're going to be able to go to both. And yeah, that was a game that we won. We played great that game. That was one of our best games of the year. So they have a lot of real good skill, very well skilled team, and they pass the ball well, they shoot the ball well, they run their offense extremely well. And it's if we get to that point, I'll be thrilled because that means we're in the championship game. And so if we do beat them, that'll be the only place. But after we beat them that game, they won 13 of their next 14, and then today they actually played for the conference championship in the Sun Conference. So they're somebody that we're familiar with, and we know that they'd be a very tough opponent. And as far as the other teams go, we have not played any other teams. So I mean, on paper, I've looked at them, but and I know there's Lyndon Wood Bellevue is a very good team. Either teams that could be a potential matchup for us in the second round with Rochester and Virginia Lynchburg. Virginia Lynchburg has won, I think, 9 in a row, and they've had some really good wins, like West Virginia Tech, who's a very strong team. They beat them after losing to them by 20 earlier in the season. They beat them just recently, so they're really on a roll. So should be some exciting games.
Okay. Joined here now by senior Chelsea Andorka, the team's 2nd leading scorer, kind of a stat sheet stuffer type of player. Before we get into your individual role, Chelsea, can you just talk about you're playing well, you're on a very good team, 23-7 overall, you're the top seed in the tournament this week. You just talk about where the team is at, where you think you are heading into the tournament.
I think we have an amazing shot at winning the national championship. I think we have a great team. We have Monica, we have Ellie, Sam. We got good players coming off the bench. We got Rayanne. I just think that we just got to play to the best of our ability. We can't let anything get into our head. We're going into the first round playing Maine Fort Kent, who we've played twice already and we know a lot about. So I think we'll be ready. I'm excited.
Okay. Now, you individually, like I said, you're the team's 2nd leading scorer, 2nd leading rebounder. You got your 2nd leader in assists. You're up there in steals, and you're a player that thrives on playing off a lot of high energy. You just talk about your role on the team and where you think you fit.
Well, I love basketball. It's been like that ever since I can remember. I love defense, I love offense, I love every aspect of the game, and I never want to give up. I always want to give it my best, because after a game I don't want to think, oh, I could have done this different or I could have done that different. So, I mean, being a high energy player, I think my role is, like, I hope it rubs off on my teammates. I hope, you know, it makes everyone else want to, like, get steals and get blocks and do, like, if I get a block in a game, my team's going crazy. Like, it's one of my favorite things, like, stuff like that. It just makes me extremely happy, and I just hope my teammates look up to me. And you know.
Joined here now by senior center Monica Kozier. Monica, as the team's leading scorer, has put together a tremendous season, leading rebounder as well, I should say. Monica, can you just talk about, as one of the leaders of the team, where the team is, how you feel about having the top seed heading into the national tournament this week?
I think collectively we are probably one of the strongest teams we've had since I've been here. All around, we have threats on the outside, on the inside, and going into the tournament being the top seed, I know there's a lot of pressure on us, but at the same time I think we're going to be able to meet that. The first game is against Maine Fort Kent, and we've already won twice against them. We know what they're about, so we have that as our edge, but being expected to win is a huge thing, and I know that we're going to be able to rise up to the challenge and basically beat them one more time so that we can get to the second round and then to the championship.
Now, I alluded to it a little bit. You're the team's leading scorer. 13 points a game. I think you're up over 9 rebounds a game now. You've had 14 double-doubles this year, 9 of which have come in the second half of the year. You've really turned it up after Christmas. Can you just talk about your role on the team and how you think you've done this year?
I think my role on the team is basically the threat of the inside. I think that when we have opposing teams come into our gym or when we're on their court, I think that I hope a threat to them so that they don't want to come into the inside, and that they know if they do come into that paint area that they're most likely going to get blocked or stopped by either me or one of the guards who is guarding them. I hope that when I get a stop with the help of my team, that it just pushes us that much forward for the next offensive possession. I'd like to think that I have a big role on the team. Starting is a huge deal to me, and it's an honor to start for this team and for Dave, and to just go out every game and prove everyone wrong, and that we are good enough and that we are capable of winning. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I want to thank Coach Skolin, Chelsea Ann Dorka, and Monica Kozier, and we wish you the best luck down at the USCA National Tournament. They open up on Wednesday at 1 o'clock against Maine Fort Kent.